How many articles should your niche website have? A while ago, someone asked me, how many articles should your niche website have? Well, the answer to that is really not as easy as it looks. Before I tell you the answer, I like to let you know how I go about building my niche sites. Usually, after I've decided on the market that I'm going to target, then I'm going to do some keyword research, then come up with a bunch of keywords, then from the bunch of keywords, I'll create content. And before I start promoting the content, by promotion I mean before I start building any backlinks or doing any other or any other traffic generating activities, I usually strive to make sure the website has about 50 articles. So why 50 articles? Well, it's because most of the time when I'm building niche sites, I'm usually going to do SEO on the websites. And if you've been in the game for some time, you know SEO really takes some time. It can take from 6 to 9 months or even a year before your site really starts getting some traffic. Of course, this really depends on how competitive the keywords that you've chosen are, maybe how strong the players are, and some other factors. But basically, we all agree that SEO takes time. Google has been having a tendency of not really giving or showing love to sites that have like thin content or just few pages. You see, the days of creating niche sites that had like 10 pages, then relying on Google traffic for them, those days are way over. Nowadays, like with sites like Wirecutter and also these other big media brands that are doing affiliate marketing, these sites have like thousands of pages. So if you want to compete with them, then you also have to up your game. So for me, I usually think like 50 articles is a good starting point for an affiliate site. Then when you have the 50 articles, now you can start doing the promotion here and there. But with that said, that doesn't mean like you need like 50 articles to get your website rolling. I know a couple of people that have websites with only 6 pages. Yeah, I mean like literally 6. Like 6 pages, and those websites are getting like 100 visitors a day. And here comes the caveat. You see, these people are not really relying 100% on SEO. So if your goal as an affiliate marketer is to drive traffic to your site through other ways apart from SEO, then you can get away with having a website with like 6 pages, 10 pages, even 5 pages. It's really up to you. I mean, you can put up a website with 5 pages, then drive traffic through Facebook ads, or maybe traffic leaking from forums, or maybe doing some other stuff, maybe media buying. That's if you have the money for that. But for me, usually when I'm doing my affiliate websites, I'm usually conservative with my spending. So I don't go with paid traffic at the start. I'm usually relying on Google, and maybe I'll do some traffic leaking here and there. So that's why I prefer having a website that has like 50 pages. You know, with 50 pages, the pages start aging on Google and the site looks a little bit solid. So I think Google shows you some love. But with only 5 pages, it will really be difficult from an SEO point of view to get traffic. Yes, you can have a website with 5 pages, but that will mean if you need to drive traffic to the website, then you'll need to use all these other avenues apart from Google. Of course, if you're good at them, then it's fine. But for me, since I'm usually not good with these other non-Google strategies, I prefer starting a site with 50 pages. With that said, I also think like having more articles on your website gives you more opportunities to monetize your audience. I mean, there are so many keywords that people are searching regardless of the niche that you are in. So it just makes sense to have as much content covering the keywords as possible. I mean, if you have like 100 articles and someone only has a website with like 3 articles, if all of you are relying on Google traffic, definitely the person with the 100 articles is going to get more traffic and possibly more sales than you, who only has like 3 pages. Okay, now that we've said, like for me, I've said I usually start my sites with 50, but that doesn't mean like all my sites stagnate at 50. Some of my sites, they go like 200, like 300. I think my highest site currently has like about 330 pages, and I'm thinking of increasing the articles. My goal is like over the next 1 year to have the site have like 1,000 articles. Well, this seems like really a lot of articles, but the strategy is over time I'm going to hire some full-time writers that are going to help me with the content. and so 1,000 articles won't really be a big number when you look at it. But if you're starting and you're on your own, then definitely you want to take it in your own pace. For me, usually 50 is the sweet spot for me. But you can do maybe 30, you can do maybe 100 if you want. For me, it's just 50. Okay, so with that said, like, how many articles should you finally have? Okay, for me, I think you need to have as many articles as possible. The way I see it is this. Let's say someone has like 100 articles. Of course, not all of them are ranking, but you're getting some traffic. Then another person has 1,000 articles. So for these 1,000 articles, if each article just gets one visitor a day, this person is going to have like 1,000 visitors a day. For these 100 articles, if each of them gets one visitor a day, that's 100 visitors a day. So the person with more articles ends up having more traffic than the person with fewer articles. And if you know how to monetize the traffic, then you're at a better position of reaching your financial goals earlier with the niche site than if you have like fewer articles. Okay, I guess that's the story for another day, but to put the point straight, for me, when I start a niche site, I usually strive to have about 50 articles. Then after 50 articles, I can now go slowly as I do some promotion and the articles age. Then I can add more articles and we go on from there. So if you like this video, please subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this strategy. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. Peace!